YouTube friends, I am Cat Meffan. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. This is going to be a standing vinyasa practice, meaning that there will not be any downward facing dogs or chaturangas, but we will be moving through a strong and kind of fluid sequence. It's also, as a bonus, one that's really lovely if you have icky wrists, because there's not going to be loads of pressure on the wrists. I do recommend having 2 blocks with you. You can do this practice without them, but it might be nice to have them. And we will, of course, come down towards a seated position towards the end of the practice. Now, I filmed this as part of a celebration of the Spring Equinox, and when I thought about what I wanted to bring to this practice, it was all about this feeling of rejuvenation, of renewal. And what does our body do when springtime comes? When springtime comes and the sun starts to come out, the flowers start to come into bloom, it's almost this sense of, oh, yes, I have arrived. So hence a lot of this being standing up, crown of the head to the sky, often, not the whole time, but crown of the head to the sky, and this kind of feeling of uplifting, expansive energy. That's what I really want to cultivate here. And we're going to start standing up as I am. So feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. And just allow your arms to go down by your side. Close down the eyes while we just arrive here together. Starting to become aware of your breath, maybe taking a couple of big releasing breaths. And as you feel that big exhale, can you send your energy down into your feet? So feet connecting with the earth, feeling rooted, feeling grounded. Everything growing from this place of roots, from this place of grounding. We root down to rise up. And just start to take a few shoulder rolls going back. And going forwards. And dropping chin down to the chest, finding some half neck rolls here, right ear coming round to the right shoulder, down through center, left ear to the left shoulder, and just keep moving your way through these little half neck rolls. And using these first few moments of the practice, this gentle movement, an opportunity just to check in and ask, how do I feel? And then bringing the head all the way back to neutral. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And then you're going to lower the left arm down by the left side, taking a side bend here. So laterally opening up through the right side of the body, but having to use the obliques to keep you lifted because we're not resting a hand on the ground or anything like that. And coming all the way back through center and take it over to the other side. So right hand comes down, left arm up as we side bend over to the right, opening the left side body. And then coming all the way back through center, release both hands down. And then we'll take an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Interlace the hands behind the head. Now, just trying to move through the elbows here. We're going to inhale, draw the elbows back. And then exhale, draw them forwards. Maybe the elbows even touch at the front. Inhale, bringing them back. And then exhale forwards. Now this time you're going to inhale back, open the heart space to the sky, little back bend, and then exhale as you round the spine. So 3 more exactly like that. Inhale, heart space lifts. Exhale, round. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, lift. And then exhaling, round. Release the hands down and just shake everything out. This is absolutely one of my favorite things to do, is just have a really nice big shake out. You can reach the arms up above the head. Shimmy those shoulders forwards. You can wiggle the butt. Shake out the feet, shake out the legs. Beautiful. And we're going to come to the top of the mat here. So feet about hip width apart. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And then the hands are going to come down through the heart space as we take the weight onto the left foot and draw the right knee to the outside edge of that right body. And you can take the right hand to hold that right knee if you wish to. If not, you can hold here. So the knee is to the outside, so we're opening the hip. And then either you will bring left hand to the hip and now bring your right hand onto the right knee, bring it in a little more, or a standing half happy baby, taking the hand to the outside edge of that right foot. This might not be accessible for everybody, so just seeing what feels good for you here. So standing half happy baby. Feeling into the balance and the grounding of that left leg. Without letting that leg release and flop down to the floor, with control, we're going to step the right foot back, not super far. We're going to come into our pyramid pose. And this is where you may want your blocks. So you could place your blocks down, or you could just have your hands to the hips, breathing into the hamstrings here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, halfway fold. We're early in the practice here, so we don't want to force anything. Just taking some nice deep breaths here. Can you feel into the activity or the engagement of the inner thighs, so those adductor muscles, helping draw back that left hip, and you're going to feel it a little deeper into that left side. You could take another inhale as you lengthen the chest. And exhale, maybe you allow yourself just a little bit deeper here, but again, really staying quite active. As you inhale now, push forwards, and you're going to bring that knee all the way back to the outside edge so lifting that right knee up to the side. And now this time, as you take that right leg all the way back, hands come to the heart space, warrior three. Finding your warrior three here, strong into that left supporting leg. Crown of the head reaching forwards. Taking another breath here. And then we'll take a big, big, big step back, reach the arms up, find a high lunge. So high lunge, arms reach up to the sky. Coming maybe even a little deeper into that left side. Maybe even taking Kali Mudra with the hands. So index finger together, thumbs across, other fingers are interlaced. Take an inhale as you lengthen those fingers up to the sky. Remember this directional energy today of the uplift. And then heart lifts maybe as well. This doesn't need to be a deep back bend, just a heart lift. Energy rising. Take an inhale. And then exhale, open it out, finding a warrior two. And we're going to fly our warrior two today. So we're going to inhale, lengthen the left leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhaling up for three. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, last time for 5. Beautiful. Holding here. And then we're going to bring ourselves back to that high lunge and take a really lovely, juicy side bend, getting into the psoas. So left hand coming onto the left hip. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and then take a side bend over to the left. And you can drop that back knee down if you need to have a moment just to rest here. And then coming all the way back to center with the chest, bring the hands to the heart space. We're going to pivot through the center into our goddess, and we're going to take some goddess squats here. So inhale as we lengthen the legs. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And on your last one, you're going to hold that goddess. And we're going to pulse here, bringing in a little bit of that springtime warmth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, look where your blocks are. Pick your blocks up and just turn them to the other side of the mat. Come back to your goddess. And now pivot to the back of the mat so your right leg is in front. So high lunge, lean the chest forwards, reach the arms out behind you. Those of you wanting to make this more challenging, you could reach the arms up above by the head to make it that much harder, even though it's enough like this. Those of us with our arms back, we're going to do some little tricep pulses here. So palms of the hands to the sky, and we're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the chest, and as many steps as it takes you to get there, you can just push that back foot forwards, come to the back of the mat, so we're facing the back of the mat, Utkatasana. Drop the hips down, keeping the chest lifted. And then coming all the way up to standing, finding Tadasana, rolling the shoulders back. Grounding here. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through the heart space. Take the weight into the right foot, and we're going to bring that left knee outside of the body. You could take hold of that left knee straight away, or you can hold it actively here for a moment. And then from here, maybe your left hand is going to come onto the left knee, right hand to the hip, or maybe left hand to the outside edge of that left foot for that standing half happy baby. Feeling into all of your balance here. Those beautiful wobbles just bring us back into presence. Now, without letting that foot ping away or collapse down to the earth, we're going to take that left leg behind us, step it back, finding your pyramid, so not going quite as long as a high lunge. Hands to the hips or finding the block. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, halfway fold here. Crown of the head reaching forwards. Maybe taking another breath just to lift the chest. And exhaling, folding. Looking where you're going as you lift the chest all the way up. We're pushing forwards again, bringing that left knee to the outside of the body. And then hands to the heart space as we then take left leg back, chest drops down, finding warrior 3. Squaring off the hips here, pushing away through that back foot. Feeling strong here. Then taking a big step back as you find your high lunge. You can reach the arms up to the sky, coming deep into that right leg. Option again to take that Kali Mudra, so interlaced fingers, but the index fingers are together, pointing up to the sky, thumbs across. Inhale, lengthen, and then heart space rises, finding that expanse as we lift up, and then we feel the energy grounding us down into earth. Taking an inhale here, and we're going to exhale, open it out, warrior two. We're going to fly that warrior 5 times. So we inhale, lengthen and reach to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. I think we might need to do one more. Take an inhale up, exhale down. I think that was 5. Now we're going to turn ourselves back to the high lunge, getting that psoas stretch again. So right hand coming onto the right hip. Inhale, lengthen left fingers up to the sky, and then side bending over to the right side. Remember, you can drop your back knee down if that feels better for you. Coming all the way back through to center. And then we're going to open ourselves back into that goddess position. And we're going to take our 5 squats here. So we reach up to the sky. Drop it down, goddess. We reach it up. Drop it down. We lift up. Drop it down. Lifting up. Drop it down. We lift one more time, and we're going to drop it down, and we are going to hold here. So getting nice and strong into that lower body. And then lengthening those legs. You're going to turn the toes to face forwards here. And you could bring your blocks in front of you. It depends how much you want to stay more upright. You could come into Prasarita Padasana here, which is what I'm going to offer, or you can bring your hands onto the blocks and keep that kind of slightly more flat back position. Taking an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, leaning forwards. Option just to stay here, breathing into the backs of the legs, or moving those blocks out of the way and bringing yourself all the way down for that juicy hamstring stretch. Letting the head hang heavy here. Maybe a shake, a nod of the head. Taking one more breath here. And then taking an inhale, coming all the way up. You can bring your hands to the thighs as you bring them up, and we're going to finish in the same way that we finished the other way. So we're turning towards the top of the mat now, left side lunge, leaning the chest forwards, reaching the arms behind you, or to make it a little harder, you can bring them all the way up by the ears. Now, those of us with our arms behind us, palms facing upwards, and we're going to take those little tricep pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the chest. Step it forwards to Utkatasana at the top of the mat. Reach the arms up. Sit the bottom down. Taking an inhale here. Exhaling, holding here, finding another breath. And then coming all the way up to standing. A little shake out. because then we're coming back into that position, but we're balancing on one leg. So finding the feet about hip width apart, roll those shoulders back, weight into the left. You're going to take the ankle of the right foot onto the left knee. You can bring the hands to the hips or the hands to the heart space as we take a hinge of the hips here. Holding, you've got this. And then lifting up, you're going to bring this right foot behind you, take hold of the right ankle with the right hand. So we're going to breathe into the hip flexors and the quads. You can take both hands to that foot if you wish. Option just to stay here, or inviting in your dancer. Who doesn't love to dance when the springtime comes? Lengthening left arm forwards and reaching that right leg out behind you. Keeping the heart lifting. Doesn't need to be a super deep dancer. Just feeling into your balance. And then releasing everything down, grounding now into that right foot. And we'll switch sides. So we're going to come onto the right side. So left ankle onto the right knee, hinge at the hips, bending that supporting leg, either hands to the hips or hands to the heart space. Getting that breath into the left side glute and IT band. And then lifting the chest, you're going to bring the left foot behind you, take hold of it with the left hand, bring the heel in towards the bottom, maybe both hands connect to the heel, drawing the shoulders back and driving the hips forwards. And the option to stay or to come into bloom with your dancer, right arm forward, taking that leg out behind you. And releasing everything down. Have a little shake off. And we're going to bring ourselves down to the earth now. So feet to the outside edges of the mat, toes on a bit of diagonal, hands to the heart space. We're going to lower ourselves all the way down, finding a malasana. So lowering, lowering, lowering. Any variation of malasana that you want. You could sit on your blocks if you want that support. You could have your hands down. And let's just hold here for 5 nice deep breaths. One more breath here. And then bringing your bottom all the way down to the earth. You're going to take your right leg out in front and your left knee in. Now, rather than Marichyasana C, we're going to go for an open twist today. If you want to go for the Marichyasana C, then absolutely do. Thought it might be nice to change it up a little bit. So we're just going to be hugging this left knee with the left arm, or you can take your arm over the top and you're just going to be opening that right shoulder behind you and gazing behind. Keeping the upper body lovely and upright here. And then releasing, switching sides, taking that left foot out, bringing the right leg in, opening that twist. So right arm's going to hug the right leg, open twist, gazing towards or over that left shoulder. Slowing everything down now, softening everything here. And then releasing to the front, coming into our final shape. We're going to come into a Baddha Konasana. So we'll take a rounded spine variation. So if you've got a bolster, it can be a really nice time to grab your bolster. So you're going to create a slightly larger diamond shape between the legs. Those of you that have a really deep Baddha Konasana, come round the spine, drop the head down towards that space in between the feet. Those of you wanting to hug your bolster, it's nice, even if you can get the whole way down. And you could also place your bolster up like so and hug it like this. So just allowing those knees to drop open, finding the variation that's going to work best for you today, closing down your eyes, finding some nice long grounding breaths here. So all of that uplifting energy, just bringing it back down to earth, finding that balance between the two. Got about another 5 breaths here. And then starting to gently lift yourself all the way up. You can move your bolster out of the way. Hands to the outsides of the knees as you scoop those knees up, and you're going to wrap your arms around your knees. Get as close as you can. Drop your head down, close the eyes, giving yourself a big self-love hug. Maybe that even comes with a little rock side to side. And now calling in your desires, your intentions for this spring awakening. Using the energy that you cultivated here today and devoting some of that energy to maybe putting a spring in your step, maybe working towards a new goal, maybe letting go of something that isn't going to serve you as we move through the year. When you're ready, just coming to a nice, comfortable seated position. Closing down the eyes. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, gathering that big, beautiful abundance of energy that you have. And then exhaling, bringing it together down to the heart space and then pressing it one hand on top of the other into your beautiful heart space. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Thank you all so much for flowing with me. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, then there are so many practices that you can enjoy. So go have a look around, make sure you subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know how you found this practice. And if you really love practicing with me, then come and sign up to my app. It's not just an app, it's a desktop platform as well, called the Soul Sanctuary. I think we've got nearly 1,000 practices on there now. So we have a new theme every month. We have between 4 and 6 new practices every single month, different lengths, different styles. It's a lot of fun and the community is beautiful. We also have Pilates and some workouts. We have philosophy, Qigong, meditation, so much good stuff. So thank you for being here and I hope to see you as a Soul Sanctuary member someday soon. Bye-bye.